money you get. And actually, we are in. Yes, we are in. We're going to go ahead and drop in. It looks like Pavelski is at the slight disadvantage right now. Godly locked in on that Ashoka. And Pavelski, of course, going to be running that Mordex. Here we go, man.
It's kind of the future and the past of Brawlhalla metas. I think right now Asuri and Ahsoka crossover has been really, really solid, and Pavelski sporting that here versus the, Godly sporting that here versus Pavelski on the Mordex, as we now get into Godly with a pretty large stock advantage here as we get into the next stock. Pavelski on the Gauntlets is going to get something going on Godly. The ground pound sends off stage, and we are back with some Gauntlet action, but Godly just needs one opportunity. I mean, the best player in EU for a reason, one of the snappiest players. As soon as you mess up in that advantage state, he's going to snap and take it right back.
Well, especially when you give him that sword with those edge guard options, and he just sidelight, neutral. You're not coming up here. You're not coming up here. I'm not going to give you the room. Pavelski is going to swap that around now, but the edge guard not as effective for Pavelski. Is Godly able to get a little damage, but Pavelski is going to go ahead and confirm that stock, tie us up. Godly going to try and do what he can to go ahead and take this last stock off of Pavelski.
The Gauntlets doing their job for Pavelski there to close out that stock gap, and now Pavelski with an opportunity on the Scythe. Gets a little bit of a side light string going as Godly gets a classic Qatar Nair to send off stage, gets a neutral light there, and a big juggle state avoids the recovery is Pavelski, but still gets put in a semi-half pipe. Make sure you're wearing your helmet, folks, because we're seeing a lot of Qatars now.
Yeah, it's almost like the weapon's in a really good place right now.
Yeah, almost,
I mean,
right?
I don't know. Like, I keep seeing a lot of it here lately. Godly going to go ahead and hold down the edge guard once again. Pavelski going to find a footing to get back up on stage. So far, Godly being very, very patient, trying. Oh, sweat beads coming out. Yeah. Oh no. Godly, the patience, seeing all those sweat beads, the exclamation points everywhere, just like, no, now.
Yeah.
Very nice, very nice. Godly going to go up 1-0 against Pavelski. They're not wasting any time. We're going to go right back into map selections, get right back into game number 2.
I think just seeing the control there, we didn't get to see the first stock, but we did get to see this, where it just kind of shows that Godly, in these dominant advantage state positions, is one of the most stable players. It's somebody that's not going to fumble the bag, isn't going to give it away by going off stage and try to make that big edge guard happen. He'll just wait and say, you know what, I know what my win condition is. I'm going to play for it as we get back to the same stage, and we look to see if Pavelski has a response to what Godly's structure has been presenting so far, because Godly, with a pretty dominant game number 1, I think Pavelski's Gauntlets were actually doing a lot of work, especially in that second stock, but we'll see what the Scythe can do here to start off game number 2.
The game was a lot closer than I figured it would be going down to that last stock. Pavelski doing a really good job of staying with Godly. There is a PR difference. I mean, we cannot ignore that fact.
Yeah.
Pavelski, though, nice dare, going to go and take that power position on stage. Godly searching up for those anti-airs, catches them with the Nair. Nothing really after that, just some good movement, trying to stay out of any offensive from Pavelski. Catch them with a nice side air. Ooh, missing that whiff. Pavelski going to go ahead and turn around, try and get Godly back up on stage, but just a lot of whiffing over on this left side.
Yeah, Godly, I mean, been pretty solid so far. In the jungle, gets 3 Nairs, and that's going to KO. You're gone. Godly on the strength stand, showing that Asuri or Ahsoka, even with the lightsaber, can take those KOs with those Nairs. That juggle state was just too strong versus Pavelski. It all slipped away from Pavelski when he went for an extended edge guard, tried to make a big read. Godly gets back on the stage and just gives him the opportunity to switch the situation so quickly as Pavelski looks to even up the stock count, but hasn't been finding the consistent KOs on Scythe even there. Side air not quite enough to KO, and gets another Nair reversal. Godly now with an edge guard opportunity on Pavelski, who's now up a stock and gets a charge stick. Pavelski barely avoids it, but still getting hit by Godly. Godly's reign continues here. Pavelski finally getting some reprieve with the Gauntlet recovery to take it off the top, but still, it is just the Godly show so far.
No, that was funny. I mean, no matter what, he still held control there.
Yeah.
It wasn't as risky as it looked. But Pavelski's still able to get a little something going there and still keeping things pretty close, although he is in danger of losing that second stock, but nice string from Pavelski. Godly's going to have a hard time getting back up. No, here he goes, everybody. Sweat beads came out on both players. Godly, neutral here in center stage. What a option. Going to go ahead and finish up with that recovery, taking that stock, full stock advantage for Godly.
Yeah, that downlight just recently got buffed, so you're going to be seeing a lot of that from Godly's Ahsoka. So far, the Sword has been doing a great job, but the Guitar as well, setting up some pretty tricky disadvantage state positions for Pavelski, who's been struggling to land on this no-stop platform stage. Speaking of struggling to land, Godly getting a bit of a combo started there. A Nair sends off stage, catches the side air back to the stage, and a big open up from Pavelski, covers the down air out of disadvantage, but still, Pavelski, no matter what, is going to continue to press forward. You need to if you're going to make this comeback happen.
Another good dodge read, though, and Pavelski is in a horrible, horrible shape. Godly, like I said, the patience on those edge guards, waiting for the perfect opportunity. Pavelski, though, being a little more unhinged, it looks like. Back it up, getting the good option. Going to go ahead and get that read off of Godly. Weapon throw coming out, chasing him. Nair gonna go ahead, Dare gonna go ahead and break that up as the save from Pavelski sends Godly flying over to the left side. Nair gonna give him the opportunity to get back up on stage. Sayer gonna fly Pavelski off to the right side. And Godly starting to cook up on this knockout option here. If he can, unarmed, okay. Nice unarmed recovery from Pavelski, gonna tie things back up when it comes to stock, not so much health-wise.
Another similar situation to game number 1 for Pavelski on the side, looking to make a miracle happen versus Godly, but none to be seen here. The downlight into side air closes out game 2 for Godly on the Ahsoka Tano. Man, it's been rough for Pavelski. I mean, a lot of these situations happen where Pavelski opens neutral strong, gets some good damage, but goes just a little bit too far off stage. As soon as you allow Godly to get back on the stage, you're getting Godly taxed.
He's over there buttering that bread with that sword, bro.
It's rough. It's rough. He's making the bread with the sword right now. It's doing so much for him.
Pavelski is sticking to what he knows, and he is going to stick on that comfort pick, stay on the Mordex. Godly, we're not going to swap on a win. We're going to see if Pavelski can maybe get one on the scoreboard. I really wanted to see him at least get one up there, but Godly well on his way to send Pavelski down to have to try his shot on elimination side.
Godly starting off big with the Qatar's online neutral light into Nair. Pavelski yet to find a reversal opportunity on Godly, who's been missing moves but continuing the juggle state, something that's been a motif of this game so far. Nice neutral light for Godly, sends off stage. Pavelski gets back, but sweat beats come out, and Godly continues the advantage state so far. It's been so difficult for Pavelski to get much going as Godly just holds onto the stage like no one else, gets the downlight into the side air. Pavelski just cannot touch the stave. No comfort in this matchup as the recovery takes it off the top, which is essentially almost a 0 to KO for Godly.
It's rough. I was hoping to see some improvement as we went through, but we're in game 3, and it just keeps getting a little worse as we go on.
Yeah.
Godly,
oh man, the Nairs.
There just doesn't seem to be the adjustments being made on Pavelski's side. He's not able to catch up to the momentum of Godly.
Yeah.
And we're seeing that happen here again as Godly's extending that stock lead, racking up some more damage against Pav here. Oh, center stage, a nice neutral gameplay. Pavelski staying out of some of those attacks, but the recovery, the double recovery. Pavelski, though, hitting that unarmed dare on the way back, trying to sneak that signature in there, but nothing to be found. Oh, he thought about holding it. Godly, though, getting the reverse all the way down the bottom. PJ's jaw's on the desk right now, fam.
Pavelski went for it all there, and I was talking a lot about going for it all versus Godly might not be the result you want, but it works out there with the ground pound as Godly was able to reversal that situation. Now with a 2-stock-to-1 lead, Pavelski has been finding the big strings on Scythe, but nothing enough to get those early KOs, and Godly on the Qatars is going to look to get some extra damage built up here. Gets the half pipe going. Pavelski dodges up to avoid the continuation and tries to scoop again. Godly's recovery on the wall doesn't give it to him.
Oh, missing on that recovery. Pavelski backing up, being a little more cautious here, whiffing on the neutral light. Oh, golly, that's going to finish it up. No, he's not enough momentum. It looked like that recovery might have it. Pavelski unarmed, fighting for this last stock right here. Gauntlets on his fist, trying to figure out a way to neutralize the second stock on Godly. But the aerial dances are coming out now. We're seeing the movement from Godly. He's trying to dial in here. There it is. Nice. Finishing up with that Sarah. A Godly 3-0 against Pavelski. Going to send him down an elimination run. But I promise you that is not the last we're going to see Pavelski today.
Yeah, I mean, that was just one of the tougher pulls in the bracket, of course. I mean, Pavelski can make anything happen. That down air was crazy from Godly. And I think it just kind of shows, like, Godly's temperament in game is just insane. It's like you put Godly in these situations where a lot of players will start panicking. As soon as he gets back to the stage, it's over again. Like, you're getting juggled, you're getting hit with a bunch of nairs. I mean, he found a KO nairing Pavelski 5 times.
Right.
Like, I mean, if you're juggling a Mordex that consistently well, I think Godly super locked in. And